It's very interesting how things are developing now in Tanzania. My experience of the country and the opportunity dates back to 2012, 2013. And then from a period of 2014 to 2016, through the UK government's Prosperity Fund, I did some work to look at the opportunities around Matuara as part of a wider Ruvuma basin study, together with Pemba in northern and Cabo Delgado in northern Mozambique. So I could see the opportunity. At that time, of course, Equinor, or Statoil as they were then called, were very, very busy. And there were a number of other smaller British companies with an interest and still have an interest in Tanzania. I did work and met with the Ministry and TBDC several times to discuss various aspects of the work. And I could see huge opportunities in relation to developing the gas and how we could then maximize the use of the gas for the development of the whole of Tanzania. It was a great pleasure to visit the area of Matuara and the surrounding country, and the work that had been done then, in fact, to skill up the workforce, working with, I think in particular, the German government to provide skills for electricians and other key skills that would be required going forward. So I have watched with interest during my time away. Shortly after that, I left for Canada, where I was Deputy Minister of Natural Resources in Newfoundland and Labrador, up till COVID sent me back home to Scotland. And since then, I've been looking with a great deal of interest at what has and has not happened in Tanzania. But there are certainly huge opportunities. And I think in particular, with the natural gas resource and looking to the future, there must be opportunities there in relation to blue hydrogen as well as an export opportunity for those as we go through the energy transition. But in the short term, natural gas will be an important transition fuel as we accelerate down that pathway. Thank you.
So presently, I'm the process head of department at a company called PDMS in Aberdeen, which is an engineering service provider. So looking after facilities once they have been established and built, whether it's offshore facilities or onshore terminals, gas import-export terminals. So we're probably one of the biggest service providers now in Aberdeen, covering clients Shell, Spirit, Apache, Harbour, Serica, Repsol, BP, Dana. So a good portfolio, working with all international and national clients. Myself, history, I've been working oil and gas for 20 years with big companies, engineering companies like Bechtel, CB&I, or McDonald are there now. Some of those have been LNG import-export projects, and Chile LNG, Southhook LNG in the UK. So from an engineering point of view and expansion of our company, we constantly look at new markets and overseas expansion. So at the moment we're in Kazakhstan, and we're just maybe doing some work in Egypt soon. And we're always looking to open up new markets where we can both export our skills and expertise to the local local government and country use, but also then to maybe have a good collaboration where we can actually look to actually upskill the local population, so in the future they can look after their own facilities, which is what we're doing in Kazakhstan, where now nearly 90% of the work is done by locals, Kazakhstanis. So we've also moved recently into the energy transition field, where we've acquired a company called Synergy Environ, a consultancy, so looking after decarbonization of existing assets as well as renewable projects across the field. So yeah, it's just to explore what the opportunities are and where we could get involved and be involved in projects. And we have collaboration and partners in India where we kind of try to keep the cost of any engineering down by having collaborations with lower cost centres as well. So that's something what we'd be keen to